Watch Me Grow Turtle. We're going to look at this book first at some of the nonfiction text features. You're looking at the title page right here, the front page, and if you open up the book, now you're in the inside title page and you turn one more page and you're at the table of contents, which is of course located at the beginning of the book and shows you what's in this book. If you go to the very end of the book, to the last page, you're going to find a glossary with 6 terms about the sea turtle. There is no index in this book, and so the glossary at the end of the book and the table of contents at the beginning of the book are the 2 features that this nonfiction text has, in addition to the captions on each picture, which I'll read as we go, and you can follow as you look at the highlighted text. So go back to the beginning of the story, and we're at the cover again. We're going to open it, going right to the table of contents, and you're going to be able to choose which of these stories you read and summarize after we do one together. Your teacher is going to have some directions about which ones are available and which ones are not, so here we go. I'm a green sea turtle. I'm a green sea turtle. I swim in the ocean, but I come to the surface to breathe air. I eat plants and small animals from the sea and spend most of my life under the water with my friends. And let's look at the captions. If you look here, it says a hard shell covers the turtle's back and chest. Over here it says the flippers are covered in tough scales. And then up here, the turtle's eyes are protected by thick eyelids. Over here, turtles breathe air through 2 nostrils, just like us. Sea turtles tear their food with a sharp beak, right here. And then down here, this is pointing up to here to the soft, bendy skin, which allows the turtle's head and flippers to move. And right here, it looks as though the turtle's saying, I live in oceans all over the world. We're going to move past that page to the chapter called Mom Buries Her Eggs. My mom crawls up on the sand to lay her eggs. She digs a hole and lays them one at a time. Our eggs have soft shells, so they do not break when they fall. The sandy nest will protect us and keep us warm. And if you look at the captions here, over here it says digging and laying eggs is hard work. It can take the turtle a few hours to dig the nest and lay the eggs. And then down here, the nest will be big enough to hold between 60 and 120 eggs. There's an inset caption over here on page 8 that says safe and sound. After laying the eggs, the turtle covers them with sand using her back flippers. Turtles lay their eggs on the same beach every year. Turn the page. It's time to hatch out. After 2 months under the sand, we hatch out of our shells. Once everyone has hatched, we all work together to dig to the surface. Looking at some of the captions here, it says digging through the sand is very hard work. It can take the turtles a whole week to dig to the surface. And then up here, this crab can feel something moving under the sand. Hurry up, turtles. He's starting to dig for his dinner. And the inset caption about turtle facts. First fact, the turtles use a tiny, hard tooth called an egg tooth to help them break open their shell. Second fact, the baby sea turtles are about 2 inches, which is 5 centimeters, long. And the third fact, if the temperatures in the nest is hot, all the hatchlings will be girls. If it is cooler, they will all be boys. Turn the page. Next chapter, I'm off to the sea. My brothers and sisters and I work together to dig our way to the surface. Then we all rush for the sea. Once we are in the water, we all swim away. And the captions starting up here say, on land, birds, lizards, and other animals will try to catch the baby turtles. Over here, the hatchlings wait until it's cool to run for the sea. And the hatchlings all leave their nest at the same time for safety. And if you look over here at the caption, looks to be kind of a cartoon caption says, "Hurry up, it's safer in the sea. Let's get there as quick as we can." Next page. Seaweed, hide and seek. Now that I'm in the ocean, I stay safe by hiding in the seaweed. This will be my home until I'm bigger. I eat small animals that live in the seaweed. And here's a caption that says, "The turtles will spend many years floating on seaweed." And this caption says, "This turtle is 2 months old. She stays close to the surface so she can breathe." And an inset caption on this page is called "Turtle Treats." Adult sea turtles eat mainly seagrasses that grow deeper down, but baby sea turtles eat all sorts of tiny animals that live near the surface. These are called plankton. Jellyfish and sponges also make a tasty treat for the young turtles. And here's a label for the plankton. Turn the page. It's time to get clean. As I grow bigger and swim around more, my shell gets covered in algae. Algae is not good for me, so I need to keep clean. My friends and I line up and wait for fish to eat up all the algae on our shells. At the cleaning station, the fish get food and the turtles get cleaned. Sometimes cleaning only takes a few minutes. Other times it can take hours. All clean. See you later, guys. And the inset captions here are cleaning facts. First fact: the algae on the turtle shells slows them down in the water and can cause illness. Second fact: at the cleaning station, the turtles stretch out so the fish can reach every spot. And third fact: sometimes shrimp also help with the cleaning. Turn the page. I'm a big turtle now. I'm 15 years old. I'm finally big enough to swim anywhere in the ocean on my own. Most of the time, I like to stay close to land, where there's a lot of food to eat. And taking a look at the captions, sea turtles are very strong swimmers. Underwater life. Adult sea turtles can stay underwater for up to 5 hours before taking a breath of air. This turtle is looking for a rock cave to sleep in. And this inset caption is titled, "Eat Your Greens." Adult sea turtles eat only plants. They eat seaweed, seagrass, and algae. They spend most of their time looking for food in shallow areas of the sea. The circle of life goes around and around. Now you know how I turned into a grown-up sea turtle. Bye-bye. I'm off to swim the seas. Back here there are a couple of reference pages for you. This one is called My Friends from Around the World. Some of my friends live in freshwater rivers and lakes, and some live in the salty ocean with me, but we are all turtles. And then each of the captions describes a different kind of turtle, so let's look at these. Snake-necked turtles, it says, live in freshwater rivers all over Australia. Hawksbill turtles live in warm seas all around the world. Leatherback turtles live in the ocean and can grow as big as a small car. And this little caption says, "I'm a leatherback turtle," and it's pointing to this one. Up here, an alligator snapping turtle. These eat fish and live in rivers in the southern part of the United States of America. The olive ridley turtle lives in the sea and gets its name from its green shell. I'm a young loggerhead turtle is the caption above this one. And another inset collection of turtle facts. First fact: the green sea turtle gets its name from the color of its body fat, which is green from the algae it eats. Second fact: sea turtles can live to be more than 80 years old. And the third fact: instead of a hard shell, the leatherback has a thick skin that is supported by bones. Turn the page. And here's the glossary, and we'll just look at each of these terms briefly. The first term is the flipper, and these are not in alphabetical order, interestingly. on this page. Usually in a glossary, the terms are in alphabetical order, so this is different. First term is a flipper, the turtle's arm. It is flat and shaped for swimming. Second term is the beak, the hard upper part of the turtle's mouth used for eating. And this term is about the scales, hard, flat plates that make up the turtle's shell and skin. Up here we have the term hatch, when the baby sea turtle pecks its way out of its egg. And plankton, tiny sea animals that are food for the adult sea turtle. And finally, the last term in this glossary is reef, a hard ridge made up of coral, rocks, and sand. Back of the book gives a little bit of a summary, as often you find on the back of a book. I hope you enjoyed this book.